What is going on, YouTube? I've had a lot of people ask me this question lately. What is going to happen to physical media? In my opinion, we've done several videos talking about it, but the big thing that was announced earlier this year, I think specifically back in October, Best Buy announced that it will be getting rid of its physical media section. So that means no more DVDs, no CDs, no video games and stuff like that, which we've all seen coming. I mean, it has been pretty clear that a lot of the major retailers are trying to phase out physical media. They're just trying to focus more on selling whatever they can that just doesn't take up as much room, so they can start, filling that area with crap, basically, from the other aisles. Now, Best Buy was one of the first to announce it, and I think, as far as I know, it's completely, they're going to be getting rid of everything. As of looking just a quick glance again, I don't really see too much about Walmart, except that they're planning on stopping selling their video games. So I think all you'll be able to purchase at Walmart after that will probably be just the digital cards. And so one of the main things that we're finding here is, physical media is disappearing. Like I said, Walmart's getting rid of their games, and if I have the picture, I will show it up, or either that or put it in the thumbnail. But the other day when I went over to my Walmart to kind of just take a glance, the Xbox section was almost completely gone, completely phased out. There was maybe two rows of games, and then otherwise it was just mostly PlayStation and Switch. But even then, half the crap almost seemed like it was clearanced out, and they were just finally getting to the point where they're starting to clear it out. So coming up in January, a lot of places you might want to check your Walmart out right away, because I have a feeling a lot of those video games and stuff are going to be clearanced out, hopefully pretty cheap, and you can pick up some games. But after that, we're screwed, guys. So why is this dangerous? Well, if Best Buy and them get away with able to do this, and they're still going to profit in the end, whether it be just from moving in new stuff to this area, probably more along the lines maybe they're going to start focusing more on selling phones and other kinds of electronics in that section. I'm guaranteeing almost the other retailers will follow. So when I looked on here and I searched this up, it said that going into 2024, Walmart, Amazon, and Target might be the top 3 retailers for selling DVDs and stuff like that. And then over time, if Walmart gets rid of selling their whatever, get rid of selling video games, and then it doesn't hurt them, they'll easily start doing it with DVDs. Because I don't know about you guys, but I have not bought a DVD new in years. I honestly think the last time I bought a new DVD was probably Black Friday sale about 4 or 5 years ago. Otherwise, I'm in one of those boats where if it ain't streaming, I don't watch it. So I'll just kind of go through whatever apps I have, that I'm subscribed to, which actually isn't very much right now because we've got rid of most of them so we can have YouTube TV for football. But I found myself not buying movies as much anymore, especially physical ones, because most of our main TVs do not have them. We have smart TVs now, and we don't have DVD players and stuff hooked up to them, so what was the point of having it? But the thing is, so what's going to happen with this physical media is a lot of these retailers, I believe, are going to phase out their physical section and focus mainly on the streaming services themselves. Now, I think off the top of my head, places like Walmart and stuff own companies like Vudu, or they're associated with them. So in the end, they will still make some money off of this, because they will stop selling it sooner or later in the store. And then, they might start pushing out, maybe they'll start pushing out movie cards that you can redeem on Vudu or something. And then that way they'll still maybe make a profit off of the newer movies that come out, but they also will not have to actually stock a huge section of the store. They could just have a little area just stuffed with those cards. But as of right now, searching, I think Target still plans on doing physical media. But we've seen it, guys. If you follow the trends and everything like that, as soon as one of these retail places start doing something like this, it doesn't take long before the rest of them follows. And I honestly think that if Target does not decide to do this, like I said, this is just off the top of my head, just quick little research looking around. If Target doesn't decide to, stop this, I think they will in the end profit a lot off of this. Especially in the bigger cities. Like around here, it won't matter because our nearest Target is like an hour and a half away because of small town Iowa. So we have a lot more Walmarts in the area. But it's just going to come down to, what's going to happen with the consumer. If we, really fight for this, we can keep physical media alive. But it's really hard nowadays to even want to do that because, like I said, as much as I love physical media, I also like the convenience of not having to, hook up a DVD player, go over and start, grab a DVD out, put it in, start it up, blah, blah. I like just grabbing my remote, clicking on, Prime or whatever button to go right to the streaming service and then pick the video there. Hell, sometimes I don't even have to do that. I just have to freaking hit the button on my Fire TV thing and just say, play Son-in-Law or whatever, and it'll just go right to the movie. So I just think that the big thing that we can save physical media is just don't stop buying it is one of the huge things. But like I said, I honestly don't see very many people buying DVDs and stuff. What really bugs me is the video game market really disappearing. And that's not me trying to be, gaming's way better than movies. Like, I love movies, I love TV and stuff like that. But I've always been a gamer my entire life, and just seeing like the stores and stuff closing down the whole gaming section, it's just very scary to me. Now, I've talked in the past about, I like gaming on both kinds of platforms. If it's modern new games, I would have preferred to have the physical disc because I hate, not having it. But that's really if I'm only going to pay for it, guys. If I don't have to pay for the game, I really don't honestly care. I like to emulate stuff. And nowadays, it really does come down to emulation because I've talked about this with a subscriber. Like, a decade or so ago, maybe even longer than that, the only way you can emulate games would be on your computer, really. And so you were really just stuck, gaming on your desktop or your laptop or stuff. But nowadays with the stuff that they're making, these Raspberry Pis, with the Retro Pis, and you can do it on a handheld. You can make a little box like I have that you could hook it up to almost any TV, and then it boots up right on there, and you can just play from there. And like, I got my Retro Pi, set it up, and then my buddy spent, a little bit more money, and he got like a Game Boy one. And he could put like Super Nintendo and all these great games onto that, and he was playing it at work, and it was just crazy how emulation has really come. And then now you got stuff out nowadays. I want to say like the Analog Pocket and everything. You really don't need to be stuck anywhere you want anymore. But that's besides the point. Kind of going off on a tangent there. But so coming up, I believe the only places down the road that we will be able to actually buy physical media from is used on like Mercari, eBay, and stuff like that. Brand new wise, it might only be like Amazon, guys. And that's only because you're probably going to be buying from littler stores that are still trying to sell the physical media. So once those big retailers drop off, those little guys will probably be the only way that you can buy the physical media. So when you search, on hell, you might be able to still buy it from Walmart.com. I wouldn't say that it might get rid of it completely, but in store wise, I don't know if you guys will be able to. I know, the reason I say that big time too is knowing that it's going to happen is because Walmart.com has third-party sellers on there, and I think that's going to be the wave of the future. Is the third-party sellers are going to be the way to buy the physical stuff. And with that being said, who knows? It's kind of iffy about what the prices will be too, because that could either work both ways. They could have to sell it for very cheap because the supplies or the demand's way down, or it might sell for more because it's harder to find. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about in the comments below. Down in the future, is Amazon and them going to be the only places you're going to be able to buy, movies, games, and stuff from? Are all these major retailers just going to watch, see what happens with Best Buy and Walmart and stuff, and see if it, if it hurts them too bad, they might, it wouldn't take much for them to turn around and just start stocking the stuff again. I really think that they're just going to try this out, and then if it doesn't work out very well, they will jump back to selling physical media again. But the problem is going to be with games is sooner or later we're going to stop getting physical games, guys. It's that simple. Sooner or later they will stop selling physical games, because nowadays when you buy a game, even if you buy it on the disc, you're not really buying the whole game. You're only buying maybe a boot up. So like, I don't know if you guys used to back in the days when you emulated some stuff, you had to have a certain program that booted up an image of the CD. And that's kind of what these things seem like they are nowadays. They're just a blank CD that gives a certain sequence that allows you to download the full game. But otherwise, guys, that's really all you're buying. You're not owning anything. I thought about doing a video here pretty soon talking about the terms and conditions in a lot of these video games nowadays that you agree to when you install. And it literally says in there that you don't really own this. You're basically renting it until the company decides that they no longer want you to have it. So, yep, like that. With that being said, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. As always, stay retro, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day, guys.